Morning, everybody. It's Friday, June 4th, and it's in the morning. It's already hot. The spring weather's been burning off and starting to heat up around here in Colorado. I'm going to do installment number 2 of my Garden and Apothecary 2021. It's been 2 months since I last did a video. Time's gone by really quickly. I've planted a lot of things. I'm done planting for the most part, which feels really nice. So without further ado, let's get started. So I'm going to flip the camera around. And I'm standing on the porch right now. And as you can see, if anybody knows what type of vine this is, let me know. Nobody seems to know what it is. But everything's coming in really beautifully, and plants are coming up. The Heart's Ease, the Johnny Jump Ups are really starting to become really prolific along here. They're actually made a nice little tuft outside the gate here. We've been doing a lot of improvements around Dayton Acres. Still waiting for the morning glories to come in. But it's been really exciting around here. Spinning around over here, this is the really sunny morning bed. This is a variety of Monarda that's coming up. I have Didyma and Citriodora. I think this is the Citriodora. Monarda is wild oregano, incredibly aromatic, beautiful, either deep red, scarlet, or pink. Really messy flowers. The bumblebees like it. And the aromatics of this plant makes it really great for colds and flus, body aches, things like that. And the anise hyssop and the melissa. The melissa is in the front. Lemon balm, it's coming in really nicely. This is the 3rd year for these plants, and they're just really filling out. And the anise hyssop in the back. 2 kinds of lavender. I need to trim this. Well, my shadow's getting in the way. I need to trim this flower back to let this little lavender have more room. I've been making room for these. And the iris are in full glory. I said last time this was a Padilla iris. I was wrong. I received the rhizome from a friend. This is actually a dwarf bearded iris. And these are, of course, shorter. And they bloom earlier in the spring. These are just kicking, and these are kind of on their way out right now. It's just nice to have a variety of things that bloom at different times. And we have a really nice catnip. This is the one that I've been letting get big. I'm trying to tame the other stuff. And we've got some lily coming in. The butterfly bush is going, and my Asclepias. I'm so excited. Both types of Asclepias are coming in. You can see, can't remember what this is. This is the one with the big pink flowers. There's some Russian sage coming in. And then here, there's the other group. Oh, I'm so excited. Sunflowers coming in. I planted some other, and then the California poppy, the Schultzia, just popped yesterday. This takes over this bed. It's just been going wild, and then this is just another poppy, Icelandic, I think, or Oriental. And my Echinacea is getting really big. And then this is the feverfew. And then this is, I've finally separated out the 2 plants. This is the one that I'm still trying to identify that was mixed up in with the feverfew. And it looks so similar. Similar shaped leaves, similar flowers, similar organoleptics, how it tastes. They're both bitter. But this one has a more matte green color to its foliage than the, where is it? Oh, I'm on Zoom, than the feverfew. It's all hard to see because everything's green. Anyway, still working on it. Maybe this is a wormwood or a mugwort. Maybe, I don't know. Mugwort. Anyway, so I planted a little bacopa in here. We'll see how that goes. I might have to move that pot. And then here is the other type of, this is the Asclepias tuberosa, I believe, with the orange flowers. So that one is doing great. This is, I just need to get my Latin names for this one. This is another kind of butterfly weed, and the blooms are just coming in, so I'm really excited for that. I have been seeing caterpillars coming out and moths getting their wings on, not the common miller moths, the bigger moths. One that almost looked like a hummingbird moth, but it may or may not have been. I don't know my moths very well. And then my little garden shed finally, this is as far as it's gonna go. I'm trying to give it a little shade right now. But it's 90, it's done, but it's as done as it's ever gonna get because I sort of constructed it wrong in the holes that I need to add the door onto the front. Because I put the pieces on wrong, they're in the wrong place. So it doesn't really need a door anyway. It gets very hot in there. And then this is coming along well. My calendula starters are coming up. There's a couple different kinds of sunflower in there, and then we should be getting some cosmos and another catnip and some burdock. We have a lot of burdock around here. We really have to keep track of it. Harvesting is fairly easy. Theo, get out of my bed. Go on, brother. Okay. And then the peonies are almost ready to bloom. This is really exciting. And my little blueberry bush, I think he needs another blueberry bush to pollinate. So we're working on that. And then over here to the flower beds, or the garden beds, these are, my arugula is going crazy. This is really fun. I've been eating a lot of it. And then my tulsi, my holy basil, is just having a really hard time getting started. There's a pepper in there, but you can hardly see them because they're just really struggling. But hopefully they'll get going. And the squirrels have been just really eating everything. There's a lot of greens in here, some snapdragons for the bumblebees. I've got some mustard greens and tatsoi, which is lovely, and tarragon. And oh my gosh, this is what I get for letting my arugula go wild. This is all arugula all over my little garden court area, so I have to deal with that. And it's not easy to get out. It's a fairly tenacious little root. And then my zucchini, and I'm covering my cucumber right now, my first starter, Japanese cucumber. The squirrels just didn't eat it. They just snipped it off at the base and left it to wither. So I'm protecting my second one right now. And some radishes and my garlic. And they also are eating my kale starters, or not kale, chard, rainbow chard. So I'm really having a hard time with the squirrels for the first time. This summer they're realizing that this is a giant salad bowl for them. And then this bed is, as you can see, the comfrey. Whew, it's ready to be cut down. I think one of the classes I'd like to do at my new workshop space will be how to make comfrey tea. It's a great fertilizer for your garden. And then I've got my 2 tomato plants and some narrow leaf plantain and some wormwood. 2 varieties of wormwood. I love wormwood. And then a purple sage. Purple sage. I need to get the grass is a struggle. And then my chamomile. This is the Roman chamomile, and it's just slowly, year by year, just establishes more. But I'm just really trying to keep it going here, but it's looking pretty good. This one is actually starting to make like a stalk, which is the first time. So cross your fingers for the Roman chamomile. Be really beautiful. And this is a perennial. I think some species are annuals. I'm not sure. Still learning. And the bushes are coming along great. And these are some more iris. And the clover is just this whole mound over here used to be dirt and weeds, and now it's coming in. The clover mixes really well with the grass, and it keeps the weeds down incredibly, and it's super green. I'm really liking it. The bees love it. Bees are coming back. We have more bees, I'm really happy to say, and the bumblebees are coming around, so things are feeling a little more normal around here that they're back. And then the yarrow and my lemon, I brought all my plants out. The porch is looking good. So here's the yarrow. And then I have a red clover. It's too fancy over here for the red clover. The soil's too nice and it gets decent water. I try not to water it, but it can really survive in more harsh conditions that it has. And it's finally getting used to the abundance around here and getting bigger slowly. This is its third summer, so I'm really excited about that. That's one of my favorite herbs. I got a rosemary, and the pots are potted, and the apothecary is looking good. I will be digging up some starters. These are some true comfrey starters, that if anybody wants one, let me know. I do things at the Apothecary sliding scale, barter system, trade. Watch out for ticks this season. We've already had a visitor to the porch with a tick on the top of her head, and she was totally freaking out, but we took care of it. And what you're supposed to do is save the tick somehow in some alcohol or in some paper and duct tape or something, so that if you do end up getting not feeling well from it, then you can have the tick tested. But they're a lot more prevalent in the Boulder County foothills area, unfortunately. Little Theo. Hi, Theo. What are you doing? And let's see. So this bed, I'm going to try and... This bed is a little more filled out. I added some really cute types of columbine that you can see. And this is a little bit different, but still, oh gosh, so cute. And then the daffodils are dying back. The skullcap is coming in. It's mixing a little bit with the violets and the clover that I have going on. These are two ornamental flowers, like little buttercup type looking things. And then in around behind them is the vervain. I have some little vervains that are popping up, blue vervain. And then another type of wormwood. And what else do I have going on in here? I think that's, and then there's the pulsatilla, made some beautiful blossoms this spring, and it's pretty much done now. I've already cut back my nettles. It's giant. I'll post a picture of it before I cut it down, but the leaves were as big as my hand. Probably is not going to make great food nettles, but I'll dry it for tea. And let's see, in here I've got watercress going in kind of a shady area, cool shady area. I love watercress. And then there's some gotu-kola. I can get a nice harvest from this. And another little cutie, I forgot the name of this. This is the most adorable. When you shake it, it's kind of fading right now, but when you shake the flowers, let's see if I can do this. when you shake the flowers, they sort of, oh, you can't really tell, but they sort of have a bobblehead sort of effect. It's very cute. Okay. And then the wood betony, Stachys officinalis, great for sleep, promotes dreams. And then we've got some, oh, where did they go? Little tiny Bellum Canda, the blackberry lily. They're trying to come up. And then here's some more that are doing better, and some other lilies that are this one right here, the sun. And the delphinium are coming up. Everybody's visiting the water holes. We have seen toads. We have not seen Millicent. And here's the oregano and the delphinium behind, and the meadowsweet. And then meadowsweet is great to cut and leave to dry in a bundle by your doorway. It makes your house smell really great, and it brings good fortune to your home. And this is the lady's mantle, beautiful. A lot of people use this as an ornamental. It's also a great herb for women's issues. Here's another Monarda. I think this is the scarlet one, Didyma, and I believe the other one over here is the Citriodora, a lighter pink color. And some penstemon hiding behind here. There's some ornamental echinacea, and this little area, my Arnica chaminosus is just about to bloom, and you have to snip the blossoms immediately and put them up in oil for infusion, because they don't last long at all. They'll poof out into some crazy mess that you can't use. So you have to be quick with the Arnica. And Arnica you use topically for muscles, joints, aches, pains, bruises. Arnica is very popular, as you know. And the violets are all Viola odorata violets. They're all done blooming, and they're actually starting to spread, which is really great. They're spreading over into the pathway over here. And then the giant stretch of yarrow, and then here is the micronized oregano in the grass that blooms these cute little white flowers in the spring, and it's really nice. So I like all the micronized things we have. So I'm gonna pop over here into the shade, camera around, and I can't see. Okay, that is the tour, the 2-month tour, beginning of June, for the Apothecary. And thanks for watching. Sorry my hair looks crazy. I just woke up. But I hope you're enjoying. Let me know if you have any questions about anything. And I'm going to make another video showing my workspace and just talk a little bit more about what I'm going to do over there. And of course, posting more things on Facebook and Instagram with more pictures. Okay, take care. Have a good summer, everyone.